Well, good afternoon. Today we are looking at temperatures that are going to be on their way up, and we are also seeing some of that wildfire smoke up above as well, creating some haze out there for us today. This is our view in the Devil's Lake area, and you can see we do have blue sky. We have sunshine there, but there's also that haze on the horizon and just keeping us from seeing that perfectly blue sky that we like to see. And there is some wildfire smoke aloft. We're seeing a lot of that, which isn't impacting us near the surface, but we also have some smoke that is near the surface too, and that's going to impact us as we continue on through the day, especially in eastern North Dakota. Here's a look at that. Starting right now, we're going to watch that smoke just kind of drift a little bit eastward. These are the blues and greens indicate some lower concentrations of smoke, so the impact on our air quality won't be much. We might dip into that moderate category. That's just one step above the green, so and that's good. That's where we want to be. So it won't be too bad, but you may notice that hazy sky or milky sky here today. A lot of the more intense smoke is out to the west, and that's all going to drift southward as we move through the overnight hours and through the day on Saturday. So that should be clearing out, but just keep in mind it won't be perfectly clear out there. And taking a look at our winds, well, they are into the stronger speeds in the east as we step over to the weather wall. We're looking at some numbers that are into the teens and 20s back over east of the valley. That stronger wind moving on from here where we had a couple of gusts into the 20s this morning, and we're starting to see a turn in direction too. We've got some strong winds, or rather just some south winds or southwesterly winds coming in across the southern valley and over to the east, and starting to turn a bit up to the north and west. And checking out your radar and satellite map, most of us are clear, and then there are areas where we've got some clouds drifting through, not too bad, and some areas, if you look closely in our black and white satellite map here, where we see a little bit of that light gray that's moving here, those are plumes of smoke. So that's affecting places like southwestern North Dakota and drifting into South Dakota. And we just have a lot less concentration of that, but still seeing a little bit of that here into the valley this afternoon. So let's step into your afternoon planner here. We're looking at some conditions that are going to be rising and warming up here. We're looking at some numbers into the 80s again for many of us in the valley. Check out Minot and Bismarck, the potential of getting to 90 in those places today. So a hot one there, and certainly feeling more like summertime here in the valley too, with some partly cloudy skies around the 4 o'clock hour. And then continuing on into your afternoon and evening, we will have those temperatures holding steady. So if you've got some evening plans on your Friday night, maybe you want to go out and have dinner out on a patio, well, we've got some great temperatures for that. Dry weather too, 70s to some low 80s. Good night for those Friday night football games. Just keep in mind that if you're attending a game that's going to be closer to the international border, especially on the Minnesota side, there is the potential for a few sprinkles there or a shower. I think that's going to hold off until late tonight. This is 10 o'clock, and you could see not much going on at that point, but we do have that line that's going to be drifting by overnight and into tomorrow morning. Once that clears, it's pretty quiet here by Saturday morning. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s for many to start the day, and around 9 o'clock, I know we've got a lot of those events we just told you about for 9/11, and we'll be experiencing temperatures around that 9 o'clock hour tomorrow morning in the 50s to some low 60s. So if you're going to be attending an outdoor event, be a good idea to have that extra layer with you, especially if you're going to be out there for a while. Here's a look at your afternoon planner for tomorrow. More clouds, partly to mostly cloudy skies likely by the time we get into the second half of the day, and temperatures that won't be nearly as warm. So enjoy today while you can if you like that warmer stuff. If you like the fall weather, well, this is your weekend. 60s to some 70s Saturday, and again on Sunday with cooler conditions.
What a difference between yesterday and tomorrow, or today and tomorrow.
Yeah, well, yesterday and today, and then today and tomorrow. It's a big up and then a big down on that roller coaster ride.
Good.